welcome to our playtest of Paragons, an upcoming role-playing game from Broken Door Entertainment. We are playing a one-shot, despite the fact that every single time I'm on this channel, I say I don't do one-shots anymore. So, it is what it is. um, the information should be in chat right now. Paragons is coming out soon to Kickstarter, and if you follow that link in chat right now, you can click on the little button and be notified when it launches. It should be later. It's not quite September yet. It should be later in September. It is the newest, and I am going to say, maybe I'm biased, who knows. It is my favorite heroic TTRPG that I have encountered so far. I am going to be running these three lovely, incredible players through a few short scenarios. And why don't we go ahead? Well, maybe I'll start since I have not yet said, hi, I'm Eva. My pronouns are she, her. I will be your dubious game master today. Yeah, I'm running everything else, so I did not build a character. Derek, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm not the GM this time. I'm but a simple player here on Sword and Key, even though the channel does have half my name in it. I'm Derek Sword. I use he him pronouns. Sword is my real last name. Yes, it's awesome. No, you can't have it. I'm very excited to be playing this. Even I and actually Mitch joined us as well. Did a little playtest to kind of wet our toes a little bit earlier this week. So I feel like I have a pretty good grasp. So Shadow will be drowning, but that's okay. We are the buoys. No, Shadow's gonna do great. Yeah, I'm very excited to jump into this game one more time with a totally different character this time. But the reason Pangolin's in chat, I played a character named Pangolin last time because it was really cool and it was a defender character. We'll get into that. Anyway.
That brings us to certainly not drowning yet. Certainly not any sort of prophesying to Humblewood, I hope. Shadow.
Hello, everybody. I'm Shadow. I was gonna say something and now I don't remember what it was. So you're getting this instead. Yeah, I'll be playing Purple Glitter tonight. I'm excited. I honestly don't know if I've ever played a superhero game, so I'm super excited to play this one with y'all.
Fantastic. And Mitch.
Hi, I'm Mitch D. Luckily, I've gotten to play this a few times, play testing it for Josh. So, I will still probably end up drowning though, because, I just pay attention to everybody else playing and forget what I'm supposed to do. So I'm just thrilled to be here with my friends and on a great channel getting to do fun stuff. So.
I'm just so happy to have you all here. All right. This
Paragons.
Paragons. This particular game has everyone starting out at level 3. Sure hope I said that in the group chat and not
Sure
in
did.
a couple DMs. That'd be really awkward. We have 3 different character types, archetypes, and you have all pre-built your characters, but we're going to go through character creation real quick. I will see if I can fix that momentarily. Why don't we go through briefly? We don't have to do all of the math. Let's get into how you made your character, and also just out of curiosity, what made you pick who you picked? Did anyone do a backstory?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Okay. Derek, do you want to hit us with Thunderbolt's?
Sure. Yeah, actually, the last time I wrote my backstory as the lyrics, modified lyrics to the Black Parade from My Chemical Romance, I never actually got to read them. It wasn't streamed or recorded or anything, so it's now just lost to history. But this time, I am playing a striker. I'm playing a character named Thunderbolt. I played a defender in the not streamed game, which if we're talking about the archetypes, if you want to think of them as classes, there are 8. We are going to depict 3 of them here. You can kind of think of them as like the epitome of X-Men characters is how I like to kind of conceptualize them. So your acrobat is like Nightcrawler or Beast. Your brawler is like Wolverine. Your commander is probably closer to like Professor X. Maybe Jean Grey in certain utterances. Maybe Cable. Defender is probably going to be along the lines of like Colossus. Your facilitator is probably going to be something like Forge. Maybe Beast as well on that one. Your hunter, again, probably a little bit more towards Wolverine, maybe even Wolfsbane if we want to get super deep into the X-Men categories. Strategist, again, maybe a little bit Cyclops, maybe a little bit Professor X, but Striker, definitely Cyclops. Like literally, it says the flavor text is fire burns in his eyes. I mean, that is Cyclops for sure. So that's the one that does like a lot of damage, perhaps even to glass cannon.
Wait, are you
so again,
implying that Cyclops has heat vision?
I'm not. In fact, I know that his eyes actually open to an extra dimensional space that's full of kinetic energy, and when he opens them, that kinetic energy through the friction can actually create heat, but ultimately it's an optic blast, it's not a laser beam. Grow up, Eva. So yes, I'm playing a striker. Last time I played a defender, I decided to go to the opposite end of that spectrum from tank to glass cannon. So Thunderbolt is inspired by my high school's mascots, which are Thunderbolts, which isn't really a thing. There's no such like literal thing as a Thunderbolt. It's a mythological thing, mythological weapon of Zeus. My thought was that Zeus, in a drunken haze, threw one of his thunderbolts just waylaid to the horizon, and it landed in Brooklyn. Whereupon it eventually gained sentience and was raised in Brooklyn to be just a really haughty electric supervillain or superhero. Freudian slips. So Thunderbolt has a bunch of electric powers, still pretty young in his superhero kind of journey, but has, yeah, like I said, a lot of cockiness to him. So that's my backstory for that.
Fantastic. The first point in character creation is concept. Most things are not tied to your actual archetype, which is nice. So you can kind of just pick a vibe and branch out from there. Shadow, what about purple glitter? I keep wanting to say purple rain. If I do that at any point throughout this game,
she can make it rain glitter probably. Yeah, I mean purple glitter, just kind of like your normal young adult who one day stumbled across their powers. Probably something affected them, you know, in a world of superheroes, in a world of the unknown. There's probably like a lot of blowback radiation happening with all of these events. So probably something happened to her, which caused her to change a little bit. So when she kind of, I was gonna say like power on, and then I just kind of like remembered of like the flame on, and I was like, how can I make that glitter though? I'll get there. But anyway, so when she activates her powers, I'm trying to think about how you would describe this on like a science term.
Are you destroying the ecosystem one power up at a time, just like exploding into a bunch of glitter as you
the glitter? Well, so I'm thinking like maybe the glitter, it relates to like her actual cells. So it's actually like biomaterial.
She's opening an extra dimension to the plane of glitter.
Yeah.
It's infinite
the
purple
ninth
glitter.
Dimension of reality is just glitter.
I love biomaterial glitter. That is incredible.
Yeah. So she literally just becomes this humanoid shape blob of glitter. Like it's just like kind of like that liquid flowing aesthetic. It's just like all just glitter. But she also can manifest this glitter away from her in a way that allows her to use like telekinesis and pick up things and whatnot. But because her cells have now changed, she's a defender. She can take hits. She can absorb impacts. she's just kind of there to have fun, and she doesn't believe in consequences anymore. Because honestly, when you're a defender and nothing hurts you anymore, what are consequences?
Nope, that's the takeaway to take from
Let's
that.
ask Jessica Jones.
Good, excellent. Love the lessons here already. Mitch, let's hear about Lucky.
Lucky is a facilitator, which the archetype is there to basically help their friends. The reason I went this route is because it is a little outside the box for me. Most of the time I am the defender or the brawler type in most games. So I thought this time I'd go a little more set back on the sidelines and just try to provide some inspiration and help for my buddies. Lucky is based on the thought of if Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra had a kid, that aesthetic, he learned one day that he had the ability to just kind of alter luck by things he said. He could help people out by saying encouraging things, and their luck would change for the better. And in turn, if he decided to be a little mean or throw a little sarcasm at them, their luck could switch the other way, or even in some cases, cause them a little bit of pain in the head, maybe. So I thought maybe I'd try to be sarcastic for once in my life.
Fantastic.
I got the joke.
Yep. Yep. It was solid.
Yay! Just for sarcasm, success.
All right. So since each of you has a different archetype, you are each, let's just say, there's 5 different stats in this game. You've got your physique, your strength, your finesse, which is your quickness, your balance, your stamina, which is your durability, acuity, which is sort of your mental prowess, and your presence, which is sort of your charisma, how other people see you. And each of your archetypes kind of have a boost to 2 of those stats. A Thunderbolt, you should be physique and finesse. Purple Glitter, you should be, I know we talked about this, but I think we went acuity and stamina.
Yes.
Yeah. And Lucky, stamina and presence.
Yep.
And you all got some extra points for starting out. And did you take any stat boosts on your 2 level ups, or did you take more? No. What did we take? I'm curious. You don't need to give me all the nitty gritty as to what went where, but I'm curious as to if you really leaned into your archetype strengths, or if you rounded it out. I really like balancing my characters, but I never do, because I like to be good at something. As Derek and I have talked about a couple times with a couple of my character D&D class roles that make him cry.
So what I will say, at least for Thunderbolt, is when you get certain powers, when you are getting your abilities lined up, you do get some that are kind of presented from your archetype. So I did take some of those, and then I think I also took a couple from the general abilities list. So, and some of those will allow you to kind of boost your score without fully boosting your score. I'm pretty balanced as far as my skills go. My physique is 3, finesse is 4, stamina is 3, acuity is 2, presence is 4. So kind of leaning into, I'm going to be using my presence to hit things, because that's where the energy kind of stems from. I got energy control as an ability, and finesse to kind of be quick. He's not a brawler, he's not a heavy hitter. He's got, he's a little bit of a glass cannon. He's just mostly not aware of his surroundings. That's kind of how I kind of built him. But then, with energy control, I automatically do an additional 2d6 on top of anything else. So I didn't want to maximize his just hitting stuff, because you can hit things once and then get taken out in one hit. So that was kind of my thought on that. But yeah, I've kind of built him to, like I said, to kind of run around quick and be able to hit things.
Shadow?
Um,
Were you just waiting
yeah.
for me to say it?
Well, I didn't know. Maybe you were gonna switch it up. I don't want to interrupt your flow, your vibe. Um, yeah. I leaned into the archetype. Um, the abilities, like the one thing I love about the abilities is like they can make it so like your archetype could be one thing, but your abilities could be many things, and so like that creates that variation of what your character can look like and do. Um, but I really wanted them just to be able to stand in front of the big bad and like be like, okay, but like, do you even lift, bro? Like that's kind of like what I wanted for purple glitter. So I went into a another archetype ability.
Nice. It does. I'm sorry, Mitch. I would.
No, go ahead.
Shadow waited for me to say it, and I was like, no, you don't have to wait. And then you were like, I don't have to wait. And I was like, no, it's time for me to monologue. I am the BBEG. I was just gonna say, for me, I love, the different ways that you can customize your characters in terms of either leaning strongly into the type, or by broadening it out. Mitch, I'm sorry.
No sorries. I did the same thing. I went with the archetype talents because I do view them as that really what makes your class or your archetype stand out, and the abilities can be shared across the board. So there could be multiple energy people on the team if you wanted, but everybody's going to do it a little different. But with this one, the archetype talents really brought that for the facilitator, that helping role. And they do have one really nice one, is the fact that they have one that's called cross training, which then allows you to pick one from any of the other archetypes. So I can pull one of the other archetypes talents in to be one of mine. So that helps me bring a little extra aspect in from something else. So I stuck with so I could have all four starting archetype talents basically.
Well, and it kind of lets you, it's realistic to have, the X-Men trained in the danger room together. Like you pick up different skills that, there's overlapping talents, skills, powers, whatever. Um so yeah, I appreciate that you can have all that variety. Um what did we So to be clear, you did all level up twice, right? Good. Okay. Um there's also so there's your stats and your powers basically. And then there's three other pools really. The two main ones are will, which is your, I would say fortitude. It is basically your physical and mental health, resistances. That was a terrible word. But kind of the ability to keep going, right? Which is your level and your stamina score. And then the other pool is resist, which is why that was a terrible word to use with will. And resist is basically your, some games might call it armor, kind of your ability to deflect or dodge or what have you. That is your physique and acuity scores. And then the third one, which I love, this is why I love it, because it's so cinematic. Like, this game wants you to feel cool. I'm not getting paid to say that. I think it's I think it's neat. But cool points. Cool points let you spend them to do cool things. Surprise. It it's your character level and your presence stat, which I never remember after like assigning my points, and I don't like reassigning points after the fact, so I just kind of eat it. But cool points, basically you can spend them to have a moment, to have a, you can add a success, you can initiate a flashback that kind of like lets you reset up the scene. If you're down to your final cool point, you get to have that like digging deep moment where your character can like, you know, call in the last reserves of strength and regain a will and a resist. Yeah, it gives you that little extra boost, that little heroic je ne sais quoi. I don't speak French, so I don't know. That was probably spaghetti in French. I don't know. Don't laugh at my stupid jokes. It's no.
I love them. Don't
do it. There are cool mechanics built in for longer term play. There are team bonding mechanics. There's reputation mechanics. We're not going to get too into that today because one shot. But just know that they're there. I would love to go into reputation because it's one of my favorite things. But we're not going to. I will say, if you all like come to a point where you do need to do the team bonding boost, like if someone's roles are really not going well and you need to have that like group, like we got this moment to get that extra circumstance die, that's fine.
You know, Eva, I just thought of a question that just occurred to me.
I hate questions. Go ahead.
So when you advance and you have the option of adding to your stats,
yeah.
So because our like resistance and like our will and stuff is made up of our stats, do we also increase those at the same time our stats increase?
Yes. Yeah, because you'll get like stronger and more, gain more mental fortitude, and yeah. Also, this game is very big on dice pools. My players all have a delightful amount of d6s. Like anything with dice pools, you get to add more depending on what the situation is. I think the only thing we didn't really talk about was gear. Gear is, I mean, if there is something reasonable that, you know, you might have in the armory that might be useful to you, just let me know what it is, and I don't see why you shouldn't have it. But you do get, if you are using any of your gear in a reasonable manner, you get to add dice to your pool. An improvised item can even add to your pool. But if you are using something very specific for its intended purpose, you get even more dice, which I think makes sense. Armor can add to your resistance. You know, there are things that can add to different scores depending on what it is. if you want to pitch me something, you can pitch me something. I am running this like I run any game. If you are in the middle of a situation and you're like, it kind of makes sense for me to have, you know, whatever, a tactical flashlight or whatever. Yeah, it does make sense for you to have that. Like, I'm not going to penalize you for not itemizing every single thing in your backpack or whatever, your extra dimensional locket pocket. You can have that one for free. But if there is something that you specifically want to ask me about, that is fine. Is there anything else anyone wants to touch on for character creation, background, gear, pre-game mechanics? All right. I gave you a setup, which I'm now going to tell everyone. And I would love to know why you are all here. You have been called together, either as a team or as individuals, by the Alliance, to one of their... It's not the main building, but it is a, like a safe house. And you're being debriefed on how, you've all been around the block a bit. I mean, you're level 3. You are gaining reputations one way or another. And you're not quite the Justice League, but like, nothing to sneeze at. The up-and-coming hero, High Voltage, has not checked in from her latest assignment. Her partner, Viva Loss, said he got radio confirmation from her that she was leaving out a side door from the empty hideout they were investigating, but he hasn't heard from her since. Your Alliance contact is worried that Viva Loss will go off half-cocked, so it is up to you to find out what happened before he does so.
Okay.
Yeah, we can totally be on superhero babysitting duty. That's fine.
I mean, it's not really babysitting if you don't know where the baby is, so you got... Sorry, hi, I'm Sheila, I'm your contact. What we're asking for is less babysitting, more baby finding. So, you know, if you...
Yeah, we're not in charge of staying with Viva Lass, because mostly his powers of, like, erasing memory, because, you know, what happens around him stays around him. You don't want to be around him too long, you know what I mean? So it sounds like we're more looking for that other
voltage,
lesser notable than myself, electric superhero.
Who are your... You know, Thunder doesn't have electricity, right?
I'm aware. Okay. Listen. So there's a complex series of electrons and neutrons and protons that
How
activate.
is this finding the girl? Because, you know, we got concerns.
You know, actually, it is helping to find the girl, Sheila,
Okay.
and I don't appreciate your attitude.
Well, I mean, we got places to go, things to do.
Well, you know, if you think about it, isn't thunder and lightning, like, connected? So, like, couldn't you just, like, I don't know, look into a mirror and, like, concentrate really hard and, like, connect with your lightning counterpart?
Okay, which
Exactly.
one of you is, like, the leader? Because
try to use frequency. But nobody's a leader here. Nobody's a leader. This is just a, you know, you put out a call and you expected one person to answer. I'm sorry, you got 3.
Don't make me regret this.
I was just here. You put out a call? Okay.
That explains why the couches
Is this because of the coffee? I know we got one of the best coffee makers around. People can't come
Sheila,
over
it's an
just
old
for the
Keurig.
coffee.
You can't keep telling people that.
Look, we got a budget, okay? Look, the point is, look, you talked about babysitting Viva La. If you want to take him with you, I don't recommend it. You could. No?
This B team's going to be bad enough. We don't need another one.
Be like,
like a B
Bravo or
plus.
do you like Delta? Because,
Your choice. It could go either way with this crew.
Yeah, you know, B like for like bone crushing awesome. Okay.
All right, so Sheila, it sounds like the last place we saw high voltage was around this one building, right? We have any other intel besides that, or is that
No. They were investigating a rumored hideout down by the wharf, those offices.
like the guy from Star Trek?
I don't think he has an office down there. No, the wharf, like down by the docks.
Okay, all right.
Docs.
Yeah,
like
I saw you thinking about it. What? Look, I'll send you a map,
Really good.
right? Like you got don't. Part
They
one
worked for
of
a
an
long time,
eight-part
Sheila. They
series.
deserve to be called doctors.
Hope there's a backup team to find us when this happens.
We might
Nah,
just
they
write
ain't
you
fighting
off.
none of us.
All right, so look, you know Vinny's Pizzeria,
Which one?
Oh god, yeah, I love Vinny's.
The one
The
off
one by
South,
the
the one,
docks.
the south one.
the Southie one, really? All right, fine. Yeah.
That's the one with the calzones.
Is the one with the calzones. Look, it's 2 blocks. It's 2 blocks east of there.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You'll
Yes.
see the big
Alright.
sign. It's all stenciled on the brick wall on the side. Offices on wharf.
Yes. Got it. Yeah,
Not
you
the
know what?
Star Wars thing.
I'll call the drive you now. They'll be here. They can take us there in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, you do that.
Eva,
keep
I
keep
did
your
have
receipts.
a question about an item, an equipment item.
Yes.
Not one that's listed in what we have, but I would love something that would give me teleportation. Well, because there's boots that give you like the speedster effect. So what I was hoping for is like something, because he's trying to work towards having teleportation to a far range, not even a distant range, but something that maybe has a higher like range of difficulty to it. So teleportation is currently if you roll a
A 1.
you roll a d6, if the result is a 1, you lose 2 will. So we could even make it like a 1 to 2, or if you want to make it a 50-50, like 1 through 3.
I love a 50-50. Also, to be
Okay.
clear, you lose 2 will because essentially you teleport into
In-
something
into
else
something,
and
yes,
like get
yes.
shunted.
You're the same space
Yeah.
as a person or object. Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, he is trying to build up his own teleportation powers. So this is him like
It's
doing
like-
the 50-50 failing.
Baby's teleportation training wheels.
Yeah, training wheels that sometimes leave you inside of another person. Yeah,
It's like
or
the
building.
superpowers are like the least safe learning curve, I think.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. Thank you.
I need you to tell me, like, do they look like Jordans? Do they look like, are they like Marty McFly? Are they like, what do they look like?
Yeah. So I have to think that they are like, man, I don't want to Percy Jackson this too much.
Also, to be clear, just base level teleportation, right? Like, you're not improved teleportation, not.
Right. Just
Yeah.
to like the 100-foot far distance.
Also, if the other two of you want to think about something like equivalent, that is fine with me.
See, I'm not a sneaker person. So here I am, a 35-year-old white male typing in fancy sneakers. Let's say
So fancy.
You know
Fancy
Michael's
sneakers.
in chat, right?
is Michael, what's
Yeah.
what's a sneaker? Help me out.
I'd like
Fancy
to
shoe.
phone a friend.
Yes, I would like to phone my much more fashionably knowledgeable friend.
So basically, as you're talking, like, Sheila hits a little clicker, and the wall slides open, there's no reason for this. It just looks cool, you know? Like, and it just, like, reveals an armory. Like, it's got weapons and stuff and armor, but also just, like, yeah, cool random tech gadgets. And, Derek, of course, if Thunderbolt has been working on this in his garage, that sounds like a terrible idea, first of all, and I love it.
You think he has a garage? In this
Absolutely
economy?
not.
Yeah.
It's a storage unit.
He's able to power his own storage unit. Got a hot plate, I got a TV, I got a radio, and a futon. I used to be on Mount Olympus. Thanks to Michael, I'm not going to say Allbirds. I will say Jordan 11s, and they got a real big like lightning bolt like streak down the side of them, and maybe like some little Hermes
Nice.
wings on them. You know.
Patent leather. So that's where all your money's going, is your test shoes.
They'll work. One of these days, I won't need these anymore, and I'll be able to shoot myself like lightning to another space entirely. I'm working on it. I have electrocuted a lot of pigeons.
There is a wildlife focused hero that just has like Thunderbolt's picture like on the door with like
they're
darts
mostly
on
fine.
it.
Most of them just get heart palpitations. One of them actually became a pigeon superhero.
You just hear screaming down the hall. That's not how it works.
Is that the pigeon superhero down the hall?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought this was a game where we could yes and, but you know, sure.
Is there anything from the armory that you two might be interested in that I don't think comparable is even the word at this point. That's fine. And also, like, this is a pretty austere room. It has the Keurig, but also, like, a water cooler. There's also a small bank of, like, 3 CCTV feeds that kind of flip between different outside views and a couple of the hallways. You do see one screen that flips by that kind of looks like an interview room, except it's got like nicer chairs. Not like overstuffed armchairs, but like, you know, a little more comfortable. And there's still a table and, you know, paper cup. And what appears to be an Elvis impersonator. Or actually Elvis, could go either way. You probably recognize Viva Las.
Is that the Elvis impersonator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go over to him. You know, super suit. It's
He's
kind
on
of
the
like.
CCTV.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Okay. Well, let's go over to the CCTV then. Is he here? Is he located in the building? Is that local? Is it a local feed?
Viva Las? Yeah.
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 Can we talk to him?
Yeah. I mean, he's just down the hall.
Okay. All right.
Oh my gosh, we can talk to him. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah,
You're gonna
no,
be cool, right? Like no autographs. He's a
I
little
don't-
worked
there's
up.
not-
Better ask for his autograph.
No, I don't need that. It's fine. It's just like the don't ask for his autograph. So he's got a, you know, his like early-esque Quicksilver with like the green and lightning bolt kind of deal to it. It almost looks like it has toga vibes, but it is more like a full superhero outfit. Now, hey, just goes walk down the hall, see if you can find Viva Las.
Yeah, I mean it's not hard. Like it's nicely labeled. Like there's little signs that say like interview room, like to the right.
Just
bathrooms to the left.
if the door's open, he just goes knack knack on the wall.
Yeah.
Hi, Thunderbolt. I am so sorry for your Viva Las. Can you give us any information on where to find your partner, your lost friend, loved one?
Hey, I don't know what you're implying there, but
I don't
No.
think there was any implication. I'm mostly just saying that, hey, the person was
It was
present
it
and
was
available, no longer is,
the eyebrow,
and
man. I just when I made this
listen, I
character,
have
it
to
didn't
ask, are
occur
you
to me
the
I'd need to
actual
do
Elvis?
a shitty Elvis impersonation. So that's fine. I've had weeks to think about this. Hey,
Listen, they said you died on a toilet. I'm just,
man, I'm right here. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm asking.
you're asking me if I died on a toilet?
I'm just saying, what was up with that? Was that you? Is that a guy that you were thinking that you are and pretending to be?
Buddy, I'm 32.
Okay, all right, yeah, we'll go with that, Elvis. Sure, yeah, all right. Okay, well,
Hey, Sheila, who's this joker?
oh, I ain't nothing but a hound dog. Don't worry about it, buddy. I don't need anything from you. You clearly are in a state of distress and whatnot. So, yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can go track down whatever her name is.
High voltage, my partner?
Yeah, what happened to her, by the way? Now that you bring her up, that's super weird that you would say that name.
You know, pal, I've seen Columbo, and this is not it. This is
Damn, I was really trying.
yeah.
And that does track that you would watch Columbo, though. You being 32 and all.
I got a grandmother.
Mr. Loss, would you like this cup of coffee?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Who are you?
You're welcome. I am Purple Glitter. Strikes a pose.
Is there glitter?
Yes, there's
I
a
feel like
tiny
you leave a
shower
trail of it
glitter.
like a slug.
It's like little footprints and glitter.
It's a nice effect.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so, is there... I mean, of course, you make lots of enemies, which is, a good thing, as a sign of a hero, right? Like, that's like one of the requirements on the checklist. Is there a particular one that would want to harm you and your partner?
I mean, man, I don't know. We busted some people up, sure. There's a lot of small-time folk. A couple big-time folk. But, I don't know anyone active, There's always someone from Viper lurking around, but no one after us personal, I don't think.
Yeah, okay. And there's no way that your partner would ever turn evil, right?
Volted? No. That girl? No.
Whose
Like
hideout were you investigating, or did you suspect that it was a hideout for?
There's a subsect of Viper that we were looking into. There's you heard of the Nest?
Let's say no.
Okay. Well, we think they're a startup, and that was their home base. But when we got there,
Okay.
no one was there.
Okay, so looking for investors. Okay.
There's
All this has been
doves versus pigeons.
while this has been going on, Lucky's just been leaned up against the wall, flipping a coin and lightly whistling Viva Las Vegas at like half pace. So it's almost a little unrecognizable, but just really low whistling while all this is happening.
Is it a good whistle?
Yeah, not a bad whistle. But again,
Okay.
it's quiet. It's
Yeah.
not so much as so loud, but just it's like when it tunes in your head and you're not realizing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Are you whistling that song from the Flintstones movie?
It's
The second one, Viva Rock Vegas,
I didn't even realize. Sorry about that.
No, it's
I
fine.
don't know why that got in my head.
It's a great movie. John Goodman. I mean, great Fred
He
Flintstone.
sips his coffee.
Lucky nudges Glitter. You should ask him for his autograph.
Oh, I was just gonna wait till he was done with the cup of coffee and then keep it because it has his DNA on it now.
Lucky has no response. Have him sign the cup then.
Purple Glitter's eBay page is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
In
all of the
avocado?
cloning villains, all just like, wait, I can clone this superhero? $10.
I hate it. Yeah, I mean, after a little while, he'll set it down and you can take your weird pervert cup, I guess.
Put it in my locker pocket. Standard issue.
Oh my god.
You introduced this concept.
I did. I'm not saying I regret it. I'm just saying.
In the armory, is there like shock gloves?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Basically like taser knuckles.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
They shoot out not lightning, but electricity.
Indeed.
Yes. I Purple Glitter would pick up a couple of them. Oh yeah, I could hit so many things with this, and it just kind of goes like this. I'm unstoppable.
I love it. I am terrified for the implications. Yeah. Add whatever catchy thing you want to call them to your inventory.
Arc mitts. They're now arc mitts.
Arc mitts. I like it. Mitch, did Lucky need anything from the armory?
Nah. He's got enough confidence. He doesn't need anything else.
I love it. Is there anything else you want to ask Sheila or Viva Las?
No.
No.
All right. You've got directions to the hideout? Question mark.
Yeah, 2 blocks from Vinny's.
2 blocks from Vinny's south. That's
Vinny's,
important.
yeah,
One of the
Southie Vinny's.
calzones.
Don't want the calzones. All right, you grab your Uber or yeah,
The drive you.
the drive.
The drive you places. Lucky, are you getting in this drive you?
Mute yourself. Mike.
Yeah, got no other way to get there. I guess we're all gonna tag along.
Yeah. I got one of the XL ones because we're not paying for it.
Very clever.
As long as you keep your receipts. 2 blocks east of Vinny's, you see an older building, older brick building, kind of warehouse sized, but broken into, over the years, different. At the very end, there's one of those, I don't remember what they're called, like where you can like rent a space for your like not actual office space, but like you can just like rent some time during the day and like
A WeWork.
a WeWork. Yeah. There's a closed yoga studio with a couple floors of just dark windows above it. And then the corner that you find yourself on is the one that's marked offices on the wharf. And it is mostly boarded up. There's a lock on the side door that presumably High Voltage said she was leaving out of. And there is a like caution tape haphazardly like taped across the main entrance, which is just a door. But most of the windows like going up are boarded over.
Don't think this place has seen much business anymore.
Yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, if you see any pigeons shooting electric, like lightning bolts out of their wings, you gotta let me know, because we need to get them contained real quick. But yes, I agree. Very ominous and uninhabited looking.
Channel required, birds aren't real here.
Them's robot birds shooting electrics out of their wings.
Yep.
That's where your experiment went wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you crossed like the next street over from Vinny's, like things got a little more. Things are a little rougher, heading towards the wharf and the docks.
Yeah, well, we're on the south side.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. You don't see a whole lot of traffic, foot or otherwise, at the moment. The WeWork is open. There's a couple lights on, but there's not a lot of anything really going on over there. I'd say it's probably getting into early evening. And a couple lights are probably coming on, street lights, lights in other buildings across the street. Are you all just like standing around looking up at this place, or is there any covert action? What are we doing?
I would like, and this is maybe, like, this is definitely into like the super kind of stretchy thing, but I would like to, if I can, try to like identify electric currents in the air and see if any of them might seem out of place. Like, we could, like, even the normal people can kind of, non-super powered people can kind of feel electric currents here and there. Like, I feel he maybe can pick up on them a little bit more and see, like, oh, maybe this place has power running to it. Maybe a lot of power. Maybe there's, a super powered electricity that's also emanating from this place. So trying to kind of get a vibe on that.
What stat are you thinking?
I'm thinking presence. Since he's kind of like using.
I'm also thinking presence.
Yeah, I was thinking that or acuity, but acuity is more just like your. Yeah, this is almost like a sixth sense sort of thing.
And I'll give you a circumstance for your power, like being already like well aware of electrical powers. Thunderbolt.
Cool. Okay, we'll call that 5d6.
Why don't you tell us how you got to that number?
So I have a presence of 4, and then with the additional dice, granted, because I am trained or like better at this than the average person would be if they already had a presence of 4 and were trying to understand electrical currents. That is how I have 5d6. I have rolled a 4, a 3, a 6, a 2, and a 1. That is 1 success. Actually 2 successes technically,
yes.
Because a 6 counts as 2 successes, a 5 counts as 1. Everything else is just meh. So, yep. 2 successes towards that goal.
Yep. So Paragons has so any success is a success. So you definitely are able to pick up vibes, if you will. And then yes, a 5 is a single success, and then a 6 is a double success. There is a little extra static in the air. Like you do. It is very much like, rubbing your socked feet across a carpet. That's very weird in this circumstance. But, like, there is a charged feeling around this place. And actually, probably if, like, you would know, like, if you went to reach for, well, I don't know if you're wearing gloves or whatever, but, like, if you were to reach for a metal doorknob, like, you will probably get shocked. There's just, like, a lot of that going around.
Hey, Eustace. So, I would recommend, if you're not already wearing rubber sneakers or some sort of grounding sort of clothing, if you don't already have like some rubber gloves, doing the dishes, what have you. There's a lot of charge around here. There's a lot of you might even feel like the hairs on your arms already standing up. So it's almost like lightning's about to strike here. You know what I mean? So
Purple glitter just.
okay, yeah, okay. That's superhero cultural appropriation, but that's fine. I mean, that's fine.
But they literally made these.
Who do you think they learned it from? All I'm saying is electrical superheroes. We have our thing, and you have your glitter thing. It's fine. We're friends, so I'm. It's okay, but it just conscientiously don't steal it in my quips. Okay.
I will say it is also very apparent to Thunderbolt that it is not like residual weird charges off of the what mitts?
Arc mitts.
Arc mitts. Yes.
Yeah, it ain't coming from that. This is more than just like a generator that's working overtime. Like there's everything here is like I said, like the ions in the air are supercharged. So if you go to touch something metal, just be careful and don't touch anything. Don't build up a lot of static electricity and then go to fuel up your car, right? Because then you're gonna be in a bad place.
Interesting.
Then how about one of you two open this door?
Okay. And then Purple Glitter, with her telekinesis, just like rips the door off of its hinges. Do I need a roll for this, Eva? That is my intention. Would you like a roll?
Only. What direct are you pushing it in or pulling it out?
Pulling it out. Is this a push door?
Well, with telekinesis, I don't know if you're like shoving in or if you're like,
Okay, I visualized this like glitter, kind of like this large like glitter hand that just kind of like goes out and then suction cups onto the door and then like rips it backwards.
Like the sticky hands?
Yeah, like a sticky hand.
Look, you do it. Oh my god, there's so many commands. How many are there? Okay. This is not Marvel's. This is Paragons, for anyone watching.
Adjacent. It's Marvel adjacent.
It technically is a Marvel Thunderbolt, but and then there's the Thunderbolts team. The actual Thunderbolt is defunct as of now.
Anyway, and
we're all aware of DC's Purple Glitter.
Got our own show.
Yeah, on the CW.
I do want a finesse roll just because, like, you do it. That's not the question. The question is, like, what happens to the door and who do you hit?
So, like, I have a 1 in finesse. Because would I add anything else in this scenario? Because I
would love to hear your argument for what else you might add.
I feel like I'm okay.
Oh, that was such a good argument, Shadow.
Well, gosh, I'm
roll my
convinced.
1. I'm just like, we're just gonna roll the 1. She doesn't believe in consequences. I already said that.
You already established that. That is character commitment.
I have to find a surface that my cat isn't laying on to roll on. Cat, please. She keeps moving her tail. Okay, that was not a success.
Okay. Your door,
Mm-hmm.
I think, you throw your sticky glitter hand out, whip it back, and Thunderbolt and Lucky are standing, assessing the situation. They are aware of what is going on here. Who isn't aware is your driver, who is exiting the area
Oh, no.
at a reasonable pace. Like,
Yeah.
they got their
You know.
fare.
Yeah.
And you clip the bumper. Like, they're fine. The car's fine. It's drivable. They are very surprised. And I think they take a moment to like pull over, like get a picture, just like, do I bill Alliance, or you got like personal superhero insurance or something, or like?
Well, you don't have superhero insurance? Living in the city, you don't have superhero insurance?
Well, yeah, but like my people gotta talk to her people.
Then you go talk to Sheila. Sheila called you. You don't even know who
Sheila,
I am.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
They get like a quick picture of like the three of you and like the door and like the bumper and
In a super suit with no mask, just like
yeah.
they'll never know.
I'm just glitter. They don't know what I look like.
And they drive off. All right, you've got egress. Not an egret.
Ingress.
Engelbrook. The way is clear.
Entry.
What?
All right.
You may now enter the warehouse.
I believe they say ladies first.
Yeah. Also
Woo!
tanks first. So.
And I just
Yeah,
click
you-
zzz
you-
as I
okay,
like walk through
all
the
right.
door.
It's a twofer.
Oh, can we please have them slam in the doorway at the same time?
Okay, well, I was going first.
Yeah.
Okay, on this Abbott and Costello of a routine, relevant, timely humor. I think this is a good point to take our break.
Oh, no.
Let's take 5 to 10 and stretch and hydrate. I've been sitting here with water next to me the whole time and I have not had any, so I'm going to remedy that. Pet your pets, please. Tell them I love them, because I do. Feel free to drop pictures of them in our Discord. It makes me happy. And we will see you shortly. Hello, and welcome back to the Paragons playtest. We are playing Paragons High Voltage, which is a search and rescue mission that our 3 heroes have been tasked with. There's a missing superhero, High Voltage, surprise, and they have made it to the, well, it was empty the last time anyone was here, but you are now at the hideout where High Voltage went missing. Again, exclamation mark Paragons in chat. This game is coming to Kickstarter at the end of September. If you hit the little button there on the link, it will notify you when it goes live, which is very nice. And you can also check out our VODs from last week where we sat down with Josh. By we, I mean Derek. Derek sat down with Josh and did a little Sword and Tea one-on-one conversation about Broken Door Entertainment and Paragons. And Did you feel like that prepared you for today, Derek?
Yeah, I feel like I got a really good grasp of like the character options. While they are varied, it's really easy to build a character and put them together. It really does walk that thin line of choice paralysis and also like too few choices, where I do feel like if you are making if you have a hero concept in mind, it is very easy to kind of like piece together, especially at lower levels, thinking like, okay, they're gonna get this later. What do I want them to do early on? That's really fun and really easy to do.
You have entered this converted warehouse. It is pretty apparent that it has been repurposed a couple of times in a couple of different ways. And currently, what was probably, I mean, it says offices on the wharf, so what was just regular business offices has been converted into something a little more intentional. There's still computer terminals, but there's also some dubious lab equipment. It looks like someone's either moving in or moving out. Like, there's not a whole lot of in progress experiments, or, you know, there's no 99% complete robot on a workbench somewhere. Like, the workbench has like some boxes of screws and like the nice organized like tool board, but as far as you can tell, like, there's no one there to greet you. There's ambient like emergency lighting, but it's
What color is the emergency lighting? Out of curiosity.
It is, I believe, what Home Depot and the light bulb industry refer to as just warm white light.
Didn't know if we were bathed in like the DEFCON red.
No, it's like backup generator style lights.
Cool.
You don't hear a generator, that's just like, you know, it's not the bright fluorescent terrible lighting. And you don't really hear, to get to this area, like, you've gone through a foyer type deal, and you're not directly next to the open door, but there's no door anymore, so like you can hear the occasional street sound or foghorn or whatever from outside. But
is there a light switch anywhere around by us that, you know?
Yeah, there's a whole bank of them.
Lucky's gonna just like broad hand flip all of them up if they're not already up, to see if anything churns on. I mean, I don't know, maybe the power went out while they were all on already, so the switches would be up.
I was laughing at Derek's face.
Well, Thunderbolt was like, hey, don't touch anything like metal or electrical. And it's just, I'm going back to a scene from Young Frankenstein.
Yeah. Lucky also isn't listening to the himbo.
Not a himbo, just full of himself. Slight difference. I'm decently intelligent when it comes to certain things. I also realized my accent has skirted between Brooklyn and Boston, so he has an opinion on Southeast, but definitely also has strong opinions on pizza. That's where we're gonna leave it.
So you're what most Midwesterners would just consider a New Yorker in general.
Yeah, got it in one.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, I am a Midwestern stereotype.
You've been playing Game Changer. That was the actual game.
Holy shit, Mitch. That's like, ooh, the veil is down. I feel seen. The Emperor has no clothes. Holy shit.
Are you wearing any sort of gloves, or like what is
nah.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's wearing loafers, so he's
felt
not.
Like I knew the answer, but there is an arc of electricity. Let's do a resist roll. Because there is definitely a zap happening here.
Okay.
Resists are when you are trying to counter an attack or an effect, in this case, getting shocked. And it's not
Just going to be damage for how much?
Did you fail it?
Well, I was going to say, on the resist, it's not necessarily the roll if the damage is already dealt. If I remember correctly. Unless you're having me roll, like, finesse or something against it.
True. No, that's true. Because it would be like 1. Because it's not a lot, but it's a jolt.
Yep, I will take the 1 against my resist, so that will take me down to 3 out of 4 resist.
Your resist is 4?
Hey, chill.
No,
He's okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
He's lucky.
No,
He'll
okay.
be okay.
I want to be clear about this. The only reason I said it like that is Derek, Mitch, and I were part of a level 6 playtest a couple days ago where a number of people had. Derek, what did you have? It was something ridiculous, like 30?
It's like 32, I think it's
Yeah, I had 9.
35.
so
35 resist.
I just
And
got
I had-
vicious.
I had 32 or something.
Yeah, I knew they were both high. So
Stark
that's-
difference.
Yeah, I took like every hit and only got down to 9.
It's fine.
This time I was like,
So
nope, fuck that.
the zap comes with it. Ah, damn it.
And a couple of the computer banks power up. Most of them stay dead. And maybe a third of the overhead lights come on.
I have the power of electricity.
No, not everybody can fucking no. Not everybody can do this.
But look, I turned everything on. That is the power of electricity. It was at my fingertips.
Listen, I'm gonna go revive Thomas Edison, worst human in American history, arguably.
This
Just
channel hates
because you
Thomas
said
Edison.
that. I'm gonna go bring back Topsy the elephant.
To be clear, we are anti-Edisonites around here. I'm just making a giant blanket statement, but fight me.
You're on Sword and Key.
You're on Sword and Key. We're gonna do a PSA here soon. Going way too down that rabbit hole.
Is there? Oh,
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say there is on the other side of the room an open doorway. So no door. Everyone is safe. Open doorway with stairs going down, stairs going up, and the stairwell, if you will, is dark, but it has like little lights that are on the stairs. You know, along the base.
What is on the computer screens that have turned on?
It is just a logo of a ball of snakes. I hate it.
All right, hold it.
Too.
Go, Glitter. You got something? I'm gonna try something.
I was just gonna start pushing buttons. Computers. I figured, once you use a computer, they're all pretty much the same, right?
Right. Well, also, they might be voice activated something. So,
Oh, hey, ball of snakes.
no, you gotta
show
hit
us
a
the
little bit more.
cameras.
Locate person's computer. Respond. Respond. Is that doing anything?
No.
All right.
It was a
See
good
if the
effort.
password is password, but with like 5 S's.
EA.
Password.
1, 2, 3,
right?
4, 5.
A box does
W-O.
pop up. Like when you hit a button, a little password box does pop up. The username admin is already conveniently filled in. That password does not work for some reason.
Mm-hmm. I type in evil.
Nope.
Type in evil, but with a 3 instead of an E.
Nice.
It just pops up and says too short.
Oh.
Oh, you're too short to use the computer. Move.
Come on. God, everything has a height limit these days.
Do you want to try like an acuity? Like, do you want to try and reason through this, or do you just want to like try and keep strong arming it? Because I love these passwords.
Evil 42069.
Lucky you, give it a
How
shot.
did you guess?
Raw
my
XD.
password? It's just a bunch of asterisks and glomp. I got distracted with the fake passwords.
That's up to them. I was just going to ask, while they're messing with the computer, we saw the door she supposedly went out of because you said it was locked
Mhm.
when we were outside. Is that door, can we figure out that door in this room we're in, or would it be...
It's not in this room.
Okay.
It's a little, like, it's...
down
not-
the way some?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's...
I wasn't sure. I was just going to try and see around it, but that works then.
Yeah, it's just down the hall a little bit. Like, you would assume based on the layout of the building and relative dimensions.
Yeah.
Nothing in this building has led you to believe it's...
No, I just wasn't sure if it was where we were at or not. So, okay. So, are we just playing with the computers all day, or...
Wait, you got a password you want to try?
You have
No.
gotten a notice that says 2 more attempts before lockout.
Right.
Well,
Is there
I
like a
mean-
post-it note stuck somewhere that says like, you know?
Yeah, is there a post-it note? You're looking around?
Yeah, you want to roll for that? You want to?
I do. Yeah.
All right,
Roll for post-it note.
roll for post-it note.
All right. Is that presence or acuity?
I would say acuity.
Back. All right.
Now, this one's important enough that Lucky's going to be like, it's a great idea there, buddy. I think you're onto something here, really. And he's going to use his bolster ability with that. And so, Derek, you should be able to re-roll up to 2 dice in a single dice pool during this.
Nice.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll 3d6. Let's see what we get.
And then you have the ability. You don't actually have to use it right now. You just have it now.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
will. I got 1 6 out of that. Let's see what if I roll 2 extra. Okay, 2 6s. 2 6s in total.
So
That's
4 successes.
4
There you go.
successes.
So, 1 success is a success. Like, really, you just need 1 to succeed at the task you're doing. Multiple successes either gets you more information or you are more successful, right? Like, there's degrees. But also, maybe you just do something faster. So, I think taking in the room, either someone's moving in or out, right? So it kind of seems like they're moving in, just based on what Viva Lost was saying. A lot of IT, they don't recommend keeping it that way, but like when you get new keyboards and stuff, like they just put stuff, you know, they just tape it to the bottom of the keyboard. So, under the keyboard, and it doesn't take particularly long. Like you're on it. There is it just says admin and Snake Plissken, with a 4 instead of an A, a 1 instead of an I, and 2 exclamation marks.
All right. Well, at least it's not Voldemort or nothing like that. But you know, everybody keep 2 eyes, right? Let's not fall in the same perils as Kurt Russell, shall we? Let's really make sure we don't have to escape from anything. All right. He types that in.
Yeah. It pops up with it's the same background, but now you've got 2 folders on the screen. One says project notes, and one says security. And pinned like to the taskbar at the bottom is a an email icon that has a little like snake tongue sticking out of it. You're welcome for this branding. And just the usual like Minesweeper and stuff like that.
Oh, cool, Minesweeper.
Yeah.
What if they got like, what is it, Windows 95 pinball or something?
They got Snake?
XP. They have to have Snake, right? You'd think so.
Is actually running Windows 95.
Incredible. All right.
Yeah. The best operating system.
All right. Okay. So I'm sorry. There was security. There was the email, and there was what else?
Project notes.
Project notes. Okay. Scan through all that real quick. Get through all of it. Pertinent details.
Yep. Project notes is a lot of templates with nothing really filled in, except for one that is labeled like AAAA to like bump it to the top of the list, right? Yep. Steve, read first. And it is a outline of a project. It's sort of a propaganda plan where they are trying to turn heroes. And then it has like a vision board of like what heroes, like the ones to shoot for first, like the first wave of like most susceptible, but then also like the top, like who do we really want to get, right? I would love to hear where each of you would expect to see yourselves on this list. If you show up.
Very top.
Not on it.
Very top meaning most susceptible or biggest get?
Both.
Yeah, I feel like like Purple Glitter would be like, they definitely want to get me. Yeah, like I'm unstoppable. But really, Purple Glitter is like under the most susceptible category.
I was gonna say, I guess under susceptible, yeah. Quote under just says easy flip.
I will neither confirm nor deny. And there is some like password protected files in there as well, but they don't look particularly. They're from like a couple months ago and have not been edited since, I suppose. Security camera footage. There's nothing really in the email. Like it hasn't been set up yet. The security camera footage, similar to the safe house, shows a bunch of cameras like around the outside. A couple feeds inside, including the room you're in, from like behind you, so kind of like facing the computer banks. And then one that shows just static. And then like the final camera says offline. Basement offline, I suppose.
And are these showing live footage right now, or this is previous that it had showed?
It appears to show live,
Okay.
because you see yourselves into like this room. It doesn't seem like on this computer anyway, there's any like previous footage stored. This is like accessing whatever the camera server is, as opposed to being the server.
Lucky kind of does that, like look to the camera, the like 180 back, 180, side to side.
It mirrors you.
Stylish
It
from
keeps up with you.
stylish from every angle, I must say.
Okay. Well, looking like some pretty standard mind control. Obviously, they had to go for the second, third, and fourth gets, right? Looking around what everyone with. Am I right? Okay. All right. That's fine.
Silence. That's one of those you don't even make like a sound to even acknowledge that.
Yeah. No. It's gonna remember that. Okay. Well, we got open doors. We got locked doors. We got clear places where there's some sort of disturbance. So let's just only way through was forward. You know.
Yes. So like, it's immediately run to the basement, right?
Yes, Purple Glitter. You should immediately run to the basement, and we will be right behind you.
Okay.
Just looks to Lucky, just like stay behind.
You know we're gonna have to follow her now.
No, we're gonna follow it. Just like whoever goes through like down first is probably gonna get hurt, and she can take it a little bit better. Like this is.
Oh, so after you then. As
Literally, you
Purple
just
Glitters, I'm
run.
already sure is run off.
So
yeah, sure. Yeah, after me, and he just like farts a little bit. Yeah, after me.
The Purple Glitter, yes, did take off towards the stairwell, but definitely took a moment to like rip like a metal panel off the wall or like a server or a desk or something with her telekinesis. And then let me know if I need to roll something here, Eva, because I would like to use the item that I ripped off the wall and like skateboard slide down the railing of the staircase.
This is so unnecessary and I need it in my life. I would say that would be finesse for balance. Right?
This is great. Yeah, this is gonna be fine.
And like
Well, okay. Could I argue that it's actually because my telekinesis, I can use my acuity stat for anything that I would normally roll with physique. Because I'm using my telekinesis to like control the board. So it's not like I have to balance myself. The board is, I'm just like controlling it to
I can see that you're using the power of your body as opposed to balance specifically. I will say yes, because I was going to say I can't give you a circumstance die for that improvised shield slide. Yeah, sure. Let's say it's physique and you parlay that into acuity.
Okay, so because I have a 4 and I roll 4 dice, right?
You do.
Yes. Hiya.
So again, a 5 is 1 success, a 6 is 2 successes.
I got 2 success.
Oh heck yeah. The possibly most regrettable thing is that your teammates are hanging back and don't actually see how dope this is.
So dope. Are there security cameras in the stairwell?
So dope. Not that you saw, but it's fine because at the bottom of the stairs, the 5 guys who are waiting for you down there do see it, and your incredible like kickflip dismount or whatever.
Yeah, and can I kickflip the board at them? Like take them out, or take one of them out?
You know what? I will let you try and attack with that. Because that was a lot of successes. And then let's also do a little combat. So
I'm ready.
Yeah. So in Paragons, it is kind of group. They're action scenes, is what it is. So instead of each person kind of having their own place in order, basically we're just going to roll to see who goes, what group, either the heroes or the villains, go first. And then you all can take whatever order you want, discuss it amongst yourselves. Each round takes about 10 seconds. So this is sort of like, it's not a surprise because like they know you're here, but also like nobody expects the kickflip special or whatever you're calling this. So you'll lead it off. If all of you could roll me physique. Does your... No, because your telekinesis wouldn't count for this, right? You still roll just physique.
Yeah, because I'm not necessarily using... it's not an action stat. Yeah, because it says for any action that would normally roll, so yeah.
I am aware that my dice are going to sound very loud, so I'm muting myself everywhere for my roll.
I had no successes.
I also had no successes.
I have 4 successes.
Hey, carry the team.
Babies, what are you doing?
A sick move on a improvised skateboard.
I guess.
1 dice to roll for physique.
I guess. Okay. That's
That's
7, so... But... Shadow, you still get your kickflip.
oh yeah.
I would say this is physique. No, I'm sorry, this would be finesse, because it's ranged and also kind of precision, so...
Yeah.
Got
it.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to see 5 guys down here, so.
Nobody expects them.
It is a not success.
Go ahead and roll, like, add 1 die. I should have thought of this before I told you to roll. You technically have an improvised weapon with your board.
My board? That's still no success.
Okay, well, look, let it not be said that I am a cruel...
Oh, yeah, you give me ample opportunity.
You can you not re-roll with a spinning of a cool point?
You can, actually.
I do have
Something
5
to
of
think
those.
about.
Yep.
Do I re-roll both of them or just one?
So, a cool point automatically grants you success.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
I would say 1 is all you need to hit. You can also...
That's all good.
No.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you got him.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool points. Automatically gaining success. You can initiate a flashback, or you can dig deep, which gives you an extra will and resist.
Only
Okay.
if you're on your last cool point, though.
Yeah. I will go ahead and I'll spend that cool point so that I can get a success because I'm doing something that's super cool.
Yep. Heck yeah. All right. Are you going for like the closest one, or are you going for the furthest one?
It would probably be the closest one. Yeah, because it'll be just as I'm coming down and I'm just like, hiya.
Yeah. Nope. You smash that right into him, and you knock the wind out, and like you can see him kind of. And he loses one of his little points.
Very nice. I'm gonna switch up music. It just doesn't have like it goes hard into it real quick. So here we go.
I might have to turn it down.
This game is heavily inspired off of like the 90s superhero cartoons and like into Teen Titans and all that. So this is very much like Power Rangers, X-Men, you know, yeah.
Now there's 5 dudes staring at glitter. They are going to... Are you guys, like, did you guys, like, at least start on the stairs or no? Like,
Yeah,
you're
we
behind.
weren't that far
Yeah,
behind Purple
I just
Glitter.
I assume we're at like the top of the steps at least.
Yeah, we like Purple Glitter just went running. We just like went forward with like a a fast-paced walk. So we didn't see the full stair slide. We were right around the corner.
Yeah,
We
But
caught
we've like
the-
crested
we
around
caught
the corner to see at least
I figured. I just
a
didn't know,
guard
like-
taking a skateboard to the esophagus, right?
How far you were...
No, we were not letting Glitter go like all the way ahead.
Yeah.
We were just letting Glitter go first.
We left.
The one you hit, Glitter, is going to come at you with a knife. And that is 2 successes, which you can either take or you can negate that damage basically with resist. Yes? Did I flip them? Yeah.
Yeah. So I would have to spend 2 of my resist to negate the damage.
Yes.
Well, you just take 2 out of your resist pool there.
Okay. Yes, I will definitely do that. And
resist is very much your armor, if you think about it, and your will is your life, kind of. But you can instigate which side you want it to go on the attack.
Okay.
So you might want to let something hit your will if you want to keep resist points for something else later.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But
No. This guy comes at me, and he tries to do some damage, but it just hits the purple glitter.
Oh, what is this stuff?
Haha! It's bio glitter.
Please tell me there's like a little poof of glitter where the knife strikes.
And now his hand and knife are covered in purple glitter. Oh my god, yes.
He's never getting rid of it. Never getting rid of it.
He's now just like, the one next to him is like, oh, get it together. And has 2 successes.
Yes, also is covered in purple glitter as I take it to my resist. Like, I can do this all day. You want some glitter? I got the glitter.
The one next to him and back a little bit is like, nah, man, I don't fuck with glitter. And is going to attempt to shoot. Who's next on the stairs? Who's in the middle?
Probably Thunderbolt.
All right, shooting at Thunderbolt. 2, 4, 5 successes.
Okay. What does that mean? Remind me.
It means you can either take 5 from your resist to negate that damage, or you can take some of the damage.
That's all I got for resist. I'm out of resist. Okay.
The 4th one attempts to shoot purple glitter. Also not fucking with the melee getting glitter on them. No successes. That shot goes wide, and like you all hear like a ping as it hits like one of the railings, but it just disappears into the ether as wide shots tend to do. And the last one, I think is going to try and come in and stab glitter as well. 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah. Again, just a tiny explosion of glitter all over.
And
it's party now.
It is now y'all's turn. In whatever order you would like.
Would anybody mind if Lucky went first?
Take the reins, Lucky.
What?
And does Thunderbolt still have that like bonus from you?
No, because Derek re-rolled those two
that's right,
on the computer. No, I'm assuming these are just your nameless henchmen, red shirt guys.
They've got like the badge part like on their little jumpsuits, but they haven't been like embroidered yet. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, Lucky's going to assume that they're going to fall for the oldest trick in the book
They
and
might.
he's gonna be like, "Oh my God, behind you!" And he's going to use misdirect,
Tell me what that
which
does.
it allows me to try to, and this is can be for multiple enemies.
Okay.
It doesn't say. Hold on, wait a minute. For each success, okay, for each success I roll, I can misdirect one enemy, causing them to spend their next turn poorly.
Okay.
They can make a resist roll on any subsequent attempt after I do this. So they can fall for it once, but after that, they have a chance to resist.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
This will use my presence roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also have the ability of Charming Guile, which says whenever you speak, people are inclined to listen. Whenever you do a persuade or manipulate, I get an extra d6. So I was going to make the case that as I'm not using the manipulate action, but I would say that this falls under manipulating people.
I feel like it does.
That works for me.
I mean, you're attempting to persuade them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not... yeah, because manipulating is something extra. Like, you still get that 1d6.
Yep.
So.
And for this actually jumps it to being, if I'm manipulating a target as an enemy, they can be tricked into wasting their turn or letting their guard down.
Yeah.
So my goal is to be that they would be letting their guard down. I can't make them harm themselves.
Right.
But I can make them completely just be like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would be the 5 plus the 1, so 6. And that is going to be, one success. Really? Out of all those?
I will let you pick your target.
I'm going to pick the one that is, he just had a bad day. The one that took the skateboard.
Yeah.
We're going to pick that guy because he just took a skateboard down the stair rail to the face or whatnot and is like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he just does like the big comically, what?
Yeah. So, and then that will be my turn then.
Okay. That was good. I like that.
Chetta, if you don't mind. Okay. Yeah, I got hit pretty hard. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can fire back. So I'm gonna use Quick Blast, which allows me to target 2 opponents instead of 1.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 5 of these guys.
There's 5 of them.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use Energy Control and Energy Mastery. So that's gonna do 8d6 worth of damage to 2 targets.
Okay.
Not split. They as far as I can tell, they both take like 8d6 to one of them, 8d6 to the other. So it says make separate rolls for each opponent.
I want to be clear. Are you saying A as in alpha, or are you saying 8 like the number d6?
8d6, as in 6 was afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9. So 8d6 worth of damage to one target, 8d6 worth of damage to a second target.
Okay.
As a base.
Assuming you succeed on a hit, right?
Assuming what?
You still have to like attack, right?
I guess. I mean, what would I have to roll for that?
What does the actual like?
So, Quick Blast is you can split your focus while attacking, target two opponents instead of 1, make separate rolls for each opponent. Then Energy Control and Energy Mastery, you have control over specific types of energy. You've chosen Lightning. Roll with either Acuity or Presence. And then I'm using the Specialist. So for Energy Control, I get an additional 2d6 for any actions using your chosen energy. For Energy Mastery, that 2d6 becomes 4d6.
Yes. Okay. So you will still roll to attack each of them with that delightful dice pool.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, is that's the 8d6 that both of them are being attacked with.
Yep, perfect.
So the first one, it is 4 successes, 2 6s, 2 5s. I'm sorry, that's 6.
Yep.
2 4, yeah, 5 6. So 6 successes to the first one. And then that is 2, 3, 4 successes to the second. I will go and not hit Skateboard Throat since he's already roughed up a decent bit.
And
But
if
it
I
does.
remember right, for damage, isn't it the number of successes is the number of the points of damage they take in this
Yep.
game? Correct?
Each success is each success is 1 damage.
Yep.
Okay, so that was 6 and 4, right?
6 and 4.
Well, you have wiped out. That one's resist. And all right. Yeah, the first one you hit looks just absolutely rough. Really thought they were just setting up the office. Like this is not.
Then
how-
you just shoot at somebody while you're setting up an office? That hurt a lot. And now you smell like ozone. And your heart's not beating. I have fibrillated you.
One red shirt down.
And yeah, the other one is sort of like shaking off the zaps. All right.
Pika pika, bitch.
Did you just Pokemon me?
Yeah. Lieutenant
fuck?
Surge in this house.
Right.
Remember that episode?
Better.
No.
Oh, it's
The
pretty
energy
good.
drink?
No.
No, you see, okay. Lieutenant Surge is he's a gym leader in Vermilion, and in the episode, Ash is like smushing this Thunderstone against Pikachu. He's like, "Evolve, damn it!" Pikachu is like, "No, I have autonomy." There's this whole thing about growing and accepting who you are, and then Pikachu grounds his tail. That was the thing that bugged me about. You couldn't do that in the games, right?
I don't know.
You couldn't activate the sprinklers in Brock's gym to beat a rock Pokemon in the game. So why were they allowed to that? I don't know. Ash cheated. That's all I'm saying.
So, is the one that is getting lectured about Pokemon lore the one that hit Thunderbolt?
No.
That guy's dead.
That guy is knocked out.
Knocked out. Okay.
That guy has smoke steaming from his chest.
Yeah. The other one is that guy's best friend, and now he's upset and confused.
Okay.
So.
But everybody else hit me, and only the one person hit Thunderbolt, right? I just wanted to
one of them
make sure.
biffed it and tried to hit you, but didn't. So
Okay, yeah,
I don't know
but
if you count intentions or not, but
And
no.
and you have the one that you hit with the skateboard that is completely distracted and looking the
So
opposite direction now.
distracted. That would
So
be
distracted.
I would say probably a circumstantial bonus.
Aha! Okay, perfect. While this conversation about the Pokemon is going on, Purple Glitter with her Buzz gloves, is just gonna rock a sock 'em, bop 'em, the distracted one.
Okay.
So that would be, I know it's the circumstantial, right?
Yep.
And then a 1 because of the mitts.
Yep. That'd
And
be
then
your gear bonus.
And then the physique is
Yep.
because I'm punching.
Yep. Melee.
Okay.
Would it be a 1 for the tool or a 2 because it's being used in the purpose it's made for?
That's a good point. It would be a 2 because it's not improvised. It is correctly being.
2, 3, 4, 5 dice. Let's do this.
Apparently, I rarely use things the way they're intended.
Ooh. Okay, so that was, oh darn it. Okay, no, that's good because that's 4 successes.
Oh heck yeah. Well, you can tell me. I think you just drop them.
Yeah. I think I make solid contact with his jaw, his uppercut him, and then you just kind of see this brief bzz, because of the gloves, and then he just kind of falls back into the wall. Yeah, and then I'm just woo, get zapped, and then I turn to the other ones, and I'm like, who wants some now?
We had an agreement.
The one that missed you before is going to try and stab you again. 2, 3 successes.
Just a slightly bigger explosion of glitter.
Okay.
Ha! Now you know what it feels like.
Ah, it's gross. It's not coming off my hands.
Nah, it's a part of you now.
The one that's not having a disagreement with Thunderbolt is going to try and shoot at Lucky. It goes wide. That is a lot of ones.
Woo!
And then the one that is arguing with Thunderbolt is just going to like angrily lash out with his knife.
At me or at Thunderbolt?
At Thunderbolt. Because have you heard their conversation?
Yeah. Okay.
2, 4.
Jolteon's the best evolution. It's just like you're sitting here talking about Umbreons, Espeons, Leafeons. I'm sorry. What happened to the original 151? Okay, did we really need a fucking ice cream cone? 2 ice cream cones? Did we need that?
7.
So I am going to use my interceptor talent. So in response to an attack that would hit an ally that is next to you, and I'm assuming with the way our vicinity works, Thunderbolt would be considered next to me.
Yeah.
You can step in front, shielding them from harm and taking the damage instead. I don't think I really need to move besides like a couple of steps to do this.
No.
So yeah, I'm gonna come flying in. And basically just kind of like this wall of glitter is gonna pop up. It's still a part of me, so I still take the damage. But the wall of glitter like pops up as I slide in front of Thunderbolt, and I'm like, don't forget about the trash bag. And yeah, so
Light screen, bitch.
how much damage was that?
It was 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like helping Purple Glitter. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I would have literally died.
The one who lashed out is literally coated in copious amounts of glitter, as that has burst through my resist and has hit my will.
Whoever attacks that one, you will get a circumstance because they are not quite panicking, but they are very upset at this situation with the glitter goo.
You did this. You did this to yourself.
I didn't know. That's it. Did you return to your original spot, or are you staying where you are?
Oh no, I'll stay in front of Thunderbolt.
It's y'all's turn.
How many are left?
2.5.
That half guy. That's a rough life.
He's very passionate about Pokemon.
Lucky's gonna jump in, if you don't mind, Derek.
Go for it.
Come on, guys. Glitter, can you please? You've got this. I do not need to hear more about Pokemon. You've got this, guys. And with that, I'll use Tactical Advantage, which gives all of my allies the chance to re-roll 2 dice in a single dice pool at any point in time. That one, again, you can cap into your pocket and use as needed.
And I just want to, that one's an
archetype talent.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one that I used my cross-training to get from the commander one or whatever it is. So,
but
I'm just flavoring it as inspiration.
Oh yeah, no, that's perfect. No, I was just gonna say that this, even though this isn't what just happened, I do love how the abilities let you, even as a tank or even as a striker or facilitator, like you can branch out and you can take a support ability or a healing ability or a melee attack ability. Like you can always build your characters so that you're a little more versatile. I never do, but like, you could.
It was hard for me to build this one.
He's working out great. And living up to the name, like my rolls against him are terrible.
Just
It's all
no
going
more
against
Pokemon.
Thunderbolt. All right, so you each have 2 rerolls. Both of you?
Nope, they each have a chance to reroll 2 dice in a single dice pool. So
Yes.
rather it be an attack or an action during combat, just
Yeah.
anything that's not a success, you can pick up and reroll 2 of them, basically.
Who would like to go next?
I'm gonna see if I can take 2 out and then let Glitter take on whatever's left. Especially with this quick blast taking out 2. So let's see what we got here. First hit is only 2 successes, 2 5s. The second one is 4, 2 6s.
You can reroll any fails if you want to use it now.
I technically rolled 10 d6 instead of 8. It was just going to take, you know, whatever the highest were of the 8. So yeah, out of the 10 d6, I only ended up with the 2 and the 4.
And I'm sorry, which one are you attacking?
I guess the 2 towards whatever one is weakest, the 4 towards, you know, whoever has second place on that, whoever's looking roughest.
Yep. I think the other 2 haven't been hit at all yet, actually. And the one that the Pokemon one is looking very rough.
Okay.
And I should.
Okay.
So are they guarding? They're guarding like a door, right?
So you're in sort of a like bottom of a stairwell, like bigger than average, like bottom of a stairwell area that opens up into a fairly empty storage room, you know, like garage type shelves. And there is a stack of flooring that hasn't been installed yet, and a fairly obvious trapdoor. Like it has the like caution or like the chevron tape like on either side, which is closed.
So, Eva.
Yeah.
I wanted to use my telekinesis
Mhm.
to grab like one of those garage shelves that you happened to mention
Mhm.
and just like sweep it into the bad guys.
Yeah.
Would that be like using my telekinesis roll for that?
As opposed to.
Well, is like instead. Well, I don't like how would I go about like if I wanted to do that
A
on my turn?
reminder
Like
that
what
you
would
should
I?
fasten any large, heavy shelving units to the wall. I'm not saying that for any particular reason, but I guess it's a ranged weapon. No, I think we can do it the same way that we did the other thing, the random wall unit thing. So if you want to roll with acuity.
Yeah.
I would say for each like if you get 1 success, like you would hit one of them. If you get 2 successes, you would hit 2 of them, and then whatever damage is the damage.
Okay.
Because they're pretty
And then
big shelves.
is it like a +1 because it's an improvised weapon?
Yes, it doesn't get much more improvised than that.
You know, you just happened to mention these shelves, and I was like, ooh, even better than I was hoping for. All right, so the glitter sticky hand goes out, grabs onto the shelf. I'm gonna spend my reroll for 2 dice, right? Cool. Okay. All right. So that is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay. Okay, you are down to the one that Thunderbolt hit with the less damage. Not the Pokemon one, the other injured one.
Yeah.
Looks real rough. My head! And then the other one doesn't look too much better. So you've got 3 dudes left who are not looking great. And with that, someone used a cool point, right?
Yes, I used a cool point.
So I thought, I'm going to spend some story points.
Oh no.
Which is my version of cool points. And the trapdoor whirs and opens. And rising up out of it is a it's a woman in a bodysuit that has like snake scale. Like, it could look cool, except it is not quite tailored yet. Like, this is like draft 3 before we get to like the final iteration. You can see it is going to look really dope at some point, possibly even intimidating. It's not bad. Her red hair is kind of pulled back into 2 kind of space buns, and she has very dramatic green makeup on her face, reminiscent of. It's very snake, like she's very into it. I see you have joined the party. Or I guess I'm joining the party. Why are you here?
Would we know this is high voltage? Like,
This is not high voltage.
It's not high voltage. Okay, good.
No.
We were just in this part of town. An old friend of ours is missing. You wouldn't happen to have seen a lady named High Voltage around here, anyways?
And what business is it of yours?
Well, I said, we was in town. She's missing. What business is it of yours?
Can't a girl have friends?
So, okay, you're walking around my original question. I'd love for you to sit here, have a chat. We can have some coffee.
You're trespassing in my office space. So
You didn't have any signage, and that's,
sure the
proper
doors were
coding.
locked. Pretty sure.
I don't know. Oh, there was a giant glitter sticky hand that just ripped the door off its hinges. I don't know whether it was locked or not. We didn't try.
She turns and looks at you. Purple glitter.
Why are you looking at her? I didn't say it was her. I just said it was a giant purple glitter hand.
Just making deductions.
Okay, well, you can do that when your taxes come around. But right now, we're looking for friends. So,
Multiple friends.
well, in a way,
It's
I
not
guess.
very good
Yeah.
if you can't keep track of your friends.
Okay. This is tough having a conversation with somebody who's as annoying as I am. I'm seeing it. I apologize. I'm seeing it.
Now you get it.
I will
Yeah.
for the next 10 seconds, and then I'll forget, and it'll be still insufferable.
No
Okay.
surprise.
Flat out, I'm tired. I've been shot. I would love to just resolve this very quickly. Do you or do you not know the location of the person known as High Voltage?
Yes, I do.
No, you do? Okay, all right. Where is she?
She's staying with me. We're friends.
Like in your condo, or like you came up out of a hole? Like,
You live
Yes,
underground?
My condo hole.
Oh, can I come?
oh, God.
So many jokes.
Uh, she checks a little wrist device. Purple. Yeah, no, you can come on down.
Purple glitter, you can't just ask to come into somebody's condo hole. That's
She just totally put
You
her
get in
condo
trouble
hole
for
on
that.
display. I'm sure you can go in
you're
when
gonna
the
get
condo
glitter
hole is
all
on
over her
display.
condo hole.
It's a very large condo hole.
It's accommodating.
Most of us could fit, probably.
Yeah.
Can high voltage come out of your condo hole? Because like some of her mutual friend of friends, right? They're worried about her.
So you're not friends. You're.
Well, no, we're friends. We're friends of hers, and you're a friend of hers, so that makes us mutual friends. Like on Facebook, it would suggest us to each other, it sounds like.
I haven't seen you
Who
on
still
Facebook.
uses Facebook?
Well, I don't
Yeah,
use
I mean,
I don't
who
use
still uses
Facebook. I'm
Facebook?
still on I'm
Yeah.
still over on Twitter, which the pigeons have tried to get me off of. But
Oh, not the pigeons.
not these days. Can't cancel anybody on Twitter anymore.
Hey. What do you know about the pigeons?
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Sorry, purple glitter, right? What were you saying?
Yeah. Oh, I just have like a really important thing that I need to give to high voltage. You know,
I can give it to her.
woman to woman type of stuff, you know.
Like bear spray?
Yeah. I mean, honestly. I mean, but the type of bear spray that befriends the bear, you know, because we all choose the bear. Let's
Oh yeah, no, obviously.
yeah, let me say. So what does pop down, or she can pop out, you know, and then we don't have to bother her condo hole.
No, I don't think so.
We don't want to irritate your condo hole.
I appreciate that. That means a lot. You don't hear that a lot these days.
I'm so sorry. What's your name? Did you introduce yourself? Did you have a thing? Do a monologue? I missed it.
Oh, pleased to meet you. I am Black Asp.
Oh, really got to hit that last consonant, don't we?
I'm workshopping it. Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Maybe
It's,
Ada? Black
From
Ada
the-
is
From the condo hole
You
to
were
the
talking about
asp.
deductions, you know, why not,
Yeah.
well, instead of deducing, you could always add.
I'm gonna submit a name change requisition form. I think. Yeah. No.
Are you
Ada's
the
Mitch.
accountant of the Serpent Society, of the snaky boys, or the little hisses? What are you calling yourselves?
Wanna try that again?
I don't. I exhausted all the creepy constrictors.
You don't know. You don't know who
Viper
we are.
Squad.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, we're a squad of the Vipers. Yeah. A Viper,
okay.
not Vipers. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Cobra Commander, or is that?
Different IP.
Sure. Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Miss Asp.
Thank you.
So we could be going now and let you continue setting up
Okay,
your
bye.
office. As
Thanks-
long
thanks
as,
for
hey,
filling my
I'm
help, I
sorry,
guess.
Asp to risk. We do need to take high voltage with us. It's a thing.
You.
Me?
No. You can't take her
Yes,
anywhere
no.
unless she wants to go with you, and doesn't sound like she wants to come up.
I'd love to hear that from her own mouth, though.
That's.
It'd be good, or else you might get more people like him randomly showing up here every day. Over
I don't
can
have a
see
day
why that
job.
would be tiresome.
and
but-
over.
Oh
Again.
yeah, I'll just coat this place in purple glitter, like
Oh, and
everything.
Your condo hole will never get rid of that. Once it's in there, it spreads everywhere.
What is
And her
wrong with
glitter,
you people?
it's actually dead skin cells. It's really gross.
Yeah, it's bio glitter. You want some?
In your
You
condo
know, this
hole.
is getting progressively worse. So.
Yeah, that's our point. So we could end this right now. And it sounds like we have two roads that we could go down, and every choice has consequences. But you get to make this choice. Balls in your court.
I mean, you're in my court, and you come into my house,
Your office.
my condo hole.
I have not entered your condo hole, ma'am. Please, you cannot say that legally.
This is an attack on me, practically personally.
It's more of a like an inquiry into your business.
Are you the Department of Revenue?
No,
I didn't think so.
I'm still
he's not
convinced
a
you're the
T-man.
accountant. Still 100% convinced you're the accountant.
The T stands for Thunderbolt, not Treasury.
That's right.
Okay, look. Apparently, I'm getting bored of this conversation. So, I guess we gotta fight.
I could just ask you on a date, but I mean, I figured
Whoa,
we're already here in your
let's
condo
not
hole.
get so hasty. Like, an iced tea? Like, we're going, like, Olive Garden? Or, like, where are we going?
What was the name of the pizza place?
Vinny's.
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 Vinny's South.
Yeah,
Okay,
Southie
okay,
Vinny's
okay.
with the calzones.
Oh, okay, whoa. Olive Garden? You've been here for how long? No. We're gonna go to Vinny's North. You know, where they have like that premium eggplant, but also meat option, lasagna.
They do now have a local calzone zone.
And their French spaghetti is really good.
The French spaghetti.
Problem is, I just had lunch.
Well,
is it a lunch
we
date?
could also
what the fuck is this?
go to
fucking
the
lunch date?
beach.
If this were anything
Ooh.
other than a one shot, this might work. But
I know a lot of reptile houses. We can go see some snakes together. We can
Oh,
do,
she
like,
said the lesbian
you let
keyword.
us-
okay. Let's put a little roll on this.
Let's go sit under a heat lamp, you know what I mean?
Are you like?
Like a literal heat lamp.
Yeah, like, look, I got a job I gotta do. Like, you came in here, kind of made a mess of people. Like, I gotta, like, you gotta, like, the date sounds good, but also, you know, let's do a little presence roll. How legitimate is this? Does this seem?
So is this just purple glitter doing a presence roll?
Yeah, sorry guys.
Can
You
I
can help her?
help?
Lucky,
Yes.
But,
aid
yeah.
an ally with a difficult attempt?
Yes.
When they make the roll on the same turn, I help them. I get to add my presence stat to their dice pool.
Yes.
So you will get to add another 5.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit!
Another 5 dice to yours.
Boy. 5. Oh damn.
Unless, Derek, did you have a higher presence pool than 5?
No, I'm
Okay.
just really debating whether I want to charge up just in case how unsuccessful this is.
I would like, real quick, I'm not 100%. Unrelated to what you're currently doing, Shadow,
Yes.
I would like a presence roll from all of you,
Okay.
each of you, with no additions.
I got 4 success.
4 success as well.
Wait. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Okay. All of you notice while this conversation is happening, the Pokemon hench person is starting to twitch a little bit, kind of jerk a little. He's also then it's like very, very low health, but still technically up.
It's just the Galvani twitches that happens from time to time. It's ambient electricity in the body.
Yeah. Glitter and Lucky, you both notice enough to know that it's not like he's not caught. Like, this is an unusual, like, weird. Something is medically or spiritually. Something is not right with this man. And then what was your super dope presence roll for Black Asp?
I have 6 successes.
She like starts to pull her hair down and like wipes off some of her like green makeup, and she's like, you know what? Fuck it. They don't pay me enough for this. Like what? I want to get shot at? No, I want to be having a calzone. Yeah. Let's get the fuck out of here. The problem is that you still have 2.5 henchmen left. Non-Pokemon henchman number 1 is going to try and stab at Lucky. Balls. Oh, ooh. Luck has run out. 2, 4, 6 successes.
I can I use my interceptor thing again, or is that like a once per episode thing?
I think you can do it on your turn.
You should be able to do it. It will say usually, like your Unbreakable says twice per episode. So,
okay.
As far as I can tell, you can keep on doing it.
So, because it's a response to an attack that would hit an ally, so is Lucky considered next to me?
Yeah, I mean, you're all pretty much in the...
Oh, okay.
You're close enough together that, I'm not gonna...
Yeah, so I think the same thing happens again, where some glitter just magically appears with a wall of glitter. Okay, so, because it was 6, right?
Sure was.
So, and I only have 4 will left, so that would drop me to 0.
Sure would.
So,
sure heckin' would.
therefore, I can use my survivor.
Okay, yeah.
Which, when I'm reduced to 0 will and 0 resist, I instead have 1 will remaining.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that one. And I think that's everything that I have as I burst in front of Lucky, and then
very good
glitter explosion.
Use of that. As much as I love rolling dice against y'all, I want them to at least be fair dice. The other one, who is not twitching, is going to try and swipe a knife at Thunderbolt for 1 success.
Get out of here with that shit.
And then Mr. Pokemon is...
Please, Mr. Mime.
My father was Mr. Mime. Is going to manipulate a panel on the floor by the trapdoor. Nope, that is not the right term. I guess that would just be interacting, which is fine.
Yeah.
I am going to roll, just because this is sort of dodging the gauntlet of heroes. Finesse, I guess, which is not great. I think he gets down to the panel. He's not able to like actually like open the flap of whatever he's, the controls, or he doesn't manage to accomplish whatever he's trying to accomplish, but he's like right there. And you talked Black Asp into a calzone, so she's not going to attack you. She's sort of over the whole thing. It is now all y'all's turn.
I'm just gonna charge up. No, that'll be my turn. Charge up for next turn. So I'll just start pulling in all like the ambient ions, like maybe hands on the rails of the stairs, just pulling in all the ambient electricity that I can into my body.
Mm-hmm.
It's subtle. It's not like going Super Saiyan or anything. It's not like yelling or anything. It's just like, all the hairs in everybody's body at this point are like standing on end, and yeah, like I feel like if you touch your fingers together, you get a little static shock.
Another superhero. Yep. Glitter? Lucky?
Well, since Glitter's in front of Lucky now, he's going to say, "Ah, thanks for that, but we got to get you in a little bit better shape for your date now." And with that, the soothing words of that inspiration of you going on your date will use the ability of Mend, which allows me to add 1d6 back to your will.
Ooh.
And that is a 6 for you.
Feeling good.
So, feel a little pep in your step for your calzone date.
Yeah. I like this. I like, a little blobs of glitter start like morphing back in to the glitter.
Nice.
So the purple glitter. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
slurping it up off the floor.
Coming up off the floor.
A little bit of floor with it. Yeah.
That's Lucky's turn there.
So Purple Glitter would like to use the defend option by using my telekinesis to pull like the trapdoor lid off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's like a square. It's not like a circle. I mean, it could be a circle.
Yeah, I was thinking more like a square. Like with the,
Yeah. Yeah. So like pulling the lid off of the condo hole entrance and like floating it in front of me so that attacks would hit that
So
before
using
it
it
hits
like a
me.
shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's sort of like preparing for so I think that would be like a plus.
It's an actual action in this one, though. The defend is you can use your physique or your finesse roll, and then that negates the amount of...
No, but I'm thinking it would be a +1 just seems low because it's improvised, but you would get like a gear bonus for that. I'm gonna say it's a +2 just because it's hefty. Like it might be improvised, but it's still substantial.
Hefty.
So.
Hefty. Okay. So that, and then for the defend, I can roll my physique.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Hiya! That's 2 successes.
Nice.
Every little bit helps.
Honestly, yeah. So I believe we are... these poor guys. The weaker of the non-Pokemon ones is going to, I guess, try and swipe at you, Glitter, with the knife. For 1 success, which does nothing. And I guess the other one's going to do the same. For 2 successes. And let's see if this works. The one on the floor. Oh wait, I'm not rolling all these dice. Just kidding. The one on the floor is going to try accessing that panel again. It is hard because when you've got blood on your hands, things are slick. That is 1 success. They flip the panel open and smash a button. It will probably not surprise you that it is a red button. And all of you hear a beeping sound. And Mr. Mime starts laughing. And it is now your turn. Black Asp swears under her breath and just sort of says, "Oh fuck. I guess I'm fired."
So how many are left?
Technically
just...
3. They all look like shit.
Okay. 3 including Black Asp, or...
No, Black Asp has like thrown down her arms, her
Okay.
weapons, or like she's. I guess technically she's still there, but she's non-hostile. You
'cause
have
it's the two that are attacking us and the guy that just pushed the button, right?
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
The Pokemon guy is the one that pushed the button.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, Pokemon guy needs to die. I have charged up. I can only hold it in so long. I do have Quick Blast, so this is going to be. Okay, so base is 8d6, and then charge up gives me an additional 3d6. So this will be 11d6 at 2 different opponents.
They're already dead.
Stop it!
11.
11d6. So,
Wait, and
first
who
guy.
are you aiming at?
I'm gonna take out Pokemon.
Okay.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 successes on. How is that possible? Oh, because these are all sixes. That's right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 successes on the first one, because that's 5 sixes, 2 fives. And then. What is this? 2, 4, 6, 8. No, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, 7, 8 on the second one. That is 3 sixes, 2 fives.
I guess that knocks him down. Fine.
Just like he's shooting electricity out of his hands. Like it kind of comes down the arms a little bit, little lightning from his eyes. It's kind of just been like a Hadouken up to this point, and now it's just like full on, just like Dragon Ball Z, just Blanca, Electro Black Lightning. Insert electrical character here. Static Shock, but like adult Static Shock.
What's really
just
funny is the font on our nameplates is also Blanca. So you've toasted the Pokemon one, right?
Yeah. I think he yells Zapdos when he does.
Great. Fantastic. And dare I ask about the other one?
The other one, he's just like, I die, I guess.
So witty.
Yeah.
And he does.
And he does.
Does.
And he does.
What is what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? Same
That
thing that
leaves-
happens to everything
So
else.
you actually get -9.
Oh no! The best line in any movie ever for Halle Berry's best performance as Aurora Monroe Storm.
So good.
It was Darth Maul, by the way, Ray Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yep.
Toad was Darth Maul. Yeah.
It's because he's always hunched, like, he's just so little.
Yeah.
Did that leave one last person then?
One last person.
Oh, that ambient energy doesn't just like channel through the floor. Okay.
Not a metal floor. It's not covered in water.
No, it's like, it's basement cement flooring, so.
No, there's just like an arc, a Tesla arc comes off of it.
Lucky's going to use manipulate again.
Okay.
But in a little bit of a different way, because he's going to look at the other guy who's now standing. All of his other buddies named Steve and wearing red shirts are dead or passed out.
Yeah.
That button and the noise. Is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
Do you really want to keep doing this, or do you think we should just run?
Go ahead and roll with situational bonus.
And that one's going to be presence, so that's the 5, plus the 1 for charming guile, and then situational bonus of what?
Probably 2 at this point.
Okay, so There's 1, 2, 3. Hold on, 2 more dice. Back here. 4 successes on that one.
Oh yeah, like he just makes a break for those stairs.
As he runs by, Lucky would look at the rest of everybody and say, maybe we get our asp out of here.
Well, I mean,
With a little...
Don't you want your friend?
Well,
yeah,
I
as much as I wouldn't mind a little less competition when it comes to electric superheroes, like, that looks bad on our records.
Yeah.
She's
Reputation is a part of this game, surprisingly enough.
Black Asp steps like aside, like she'd like risen up out of this trapdoor, but it does have like stairs.
Yeah.
She steps to the side, but where Pokemon is laying, he starts to move again and sits up painfully, and his face sort of, I don't want to say melts, but it is sort of like almost like makeup being washed away in the rain, as different features come through, a little more delicate and less bruised somehow, less singed, and he cracks his neck and looks at you all, a hard look at Black Asp, who takes a step back, and he says, I won't forget this. And he just sort of drops back down, and a little portal appears like on the floor below him, and he just disappears.
Grabs Black Asp. Robot a zombie! Robot a zombie!
No, not a zombie. I think it's my boss. He just...
Romero or Snyder? Are they running?
What?
You're very, very fired.
Yeah, well, I mean, I quit, but I don't think I'm getting severance.
You know, the nice thing, not a lot of snake-themed superheroes, though.
Yeah, you
Join
can
our
join
side.
us.
Yeah.
High Voltage could vouch for you if you're friends.
Yeah, I mean,
And
she
if
was
we
just...
don't all die.
You might want to call her so we can leave, though.
Yeah, is she down there?
Yeah, she's in the
She's in your hole.
basement. Just we were playing Mario Kart before y'all showed up.
Okay, well, high voltage? Hello?
No, I mean it's hang on, and she just goes back down, and you hear a door open.
Oh.
And she and High Voltage, who's a very fresh-faced, chipper, youngish superhero, comes out. Gosh, what happened out here? Hey, I know you guys.
Hey, hi.
Did you guys hang out?
Well, we should hang out somewhere else. This place is about to probably blow up.
How about dinner? That's
Yeah, let's go get dinner.
Is it dinner time? Oh my gosh, I gotta call my mom. She's gonna be so mad.
Okay, well, let's get out of the building.
Late. You know, you just sit down and you're like, I'll just one Rainbow Road.
Uh-huh.
There's like 7 Rainbow Roads.
Uh-huh.
kind
Okay,
of ushering
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
the door.
Shove up some stairs. Try not to zap them accidentally with my mitts.
I love that you're like, I can't take them off. I must control the power.
These are a part of me now.
Even though there's probably an off switch.
No.
Thunderbolt will zap the timer to cut down on a few seconds just so they can have their heroic explosion in the background deal.
It is a possibly underwhelming detonation where it's like in Vegas, when you implode a building so that it doesn't go everywhere, it just collapses in on itself. is very small. It just kind of takes out like half the building is still standing on the other side. Yoga studio might be a little dusty if anyone ever goes in there again.
Wasn't it on the wharf? Doesn't it go in the water?
I mean, it's called on the wharf. It's just near the wharf.
Yeah.
How many?
You're still not convincing me that this is in an area that is shaped like.
How many
like
sub-basements
Wharf's
do
Head.
you think are on a dock?
You know what? At least one.
Mission successful. High voltage is fine. Purple glitter, you have a date.
Yeah.
Viva
Woo!
Loss is calmed. He's less stressed. You have nipped a dubious enterprise in the bud. And are you all going out for calzones? Is this your shawarma moment?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. At the North Vinnies, though.
Heroic calzones.
Yeah, we're not going to the south one.
No, God no.
No, it's Northern Vincent's.
Would you like to have a little, I won't say epilogue because we will leave the door open for future possibilities, but is there like a short term, like, you gonna go home after this? Are you gonna put in a resume for a promotion? Are you going to, what are we doing? You also don't have to do any sort of wrap up. I just always like to. give you that option.
Thunderbolt will make sure that the headlines read Thunderbolt saves lesser known electric superhero.
Such a jerk.
And then he will also attempt to unionize all of the electric superheroes just to make sure that they're not like overusing the words like thunder and lightning and like bolt and all that kind of stuff. And heroic calzones.
Okay, I notice your name has 2 of those words in there, and high voltage has none.
Huh? Exactly.
All right. Purple glitter.
Yeah, well, I think after our romantic date, whatever happens there happens there. But Black asked.
You can call her Olivia. It's fine.
We're on like real first name basis.
It's one of those things where she's like, you can just call me Olivia. Like, it's a fake name, but then she's like, no, I couldn't think of anything else. It's just my name.
So this is her real name?
Yeah.
Purple Glitter will take Olivia to like the training center and like start doing like ethics training about like becoming a superhero instead of like a villain. Yeah.
Just like speech impediment training, just to really get rid of the long S lisp that all snake villains tend to have.
Yeah, no, we leave that. She's still snake themed.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Just some ethics training maybe would be in need.
The virtuous viper.
So many HR videos. So many.
Lucky's going to go back and vouch for Olivia now.
Hell yeah.
to try and help her get her superhero cred. And then in behind the scenes, he is going to do everything he can to get the new Electro Superhero Union to vote for High Voltage to be the union president.
Wow.
We can do a presence roll, that's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, yes.
He has no skin in the game. He's just going to do it for fun, for the fact of having to listen to a Pokemon diatribe in a battle.
Thunderbolt's campaign slogan is "Never Myth."
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
With Thunderbolt.
I'm not ending this on a PvP presence roll. So, thank you.
Oh, and
all.
Thunderbolt also is now like in the back of his head. He really needs to get an autograph from Michael Dorn, who played Worf. It's just can't get it out of his head.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I have been your host, your game master, Eva Sarate. Um, this has been a joy. I am very much looking forward to seeing where Paragons goes. I am looking to forward to seeing that. First of all, like, we didn't show you any of the art. You can see some of it on the Kickstarter page, and also the Broken Door Entertainment Twitter. I refuse to call it anything else. Um, but it, like, the final version of this game is gonna look so dope. I'm so excited. And I'm actually definitely going to say that I will be running, if not playing, in more of it. You'll notice I left a door open, so to speak. But you can find me, I guess, on Twitter. I don't do a whole lot. I'm just here doing stuff. So the Discord is probably the best place to find me. Mitch, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Hi, I'm Mitch D. You can find me on Twitter at Mitch D or Mitch underscore D78. I pretty much am just there to hype my friends, see stupid things. I don't hang out there very often. I'm more on Discord and the TikToks these days. But I was just happy to come and get to play. I love playing with my friends. I love seeing great people tell great stories. So if you're out there and in the community, I'm always out there looking for more people to hype up because that's what I like to do.
Do it. I've never regretted playing with Mitch, and I'm very glad that he was able to join us for Paragons. And look forward to future games that are on a burner. They're coming. Once life
Wide-eyed emoji.
Once life throws me a bone. Shadow.
Hello, everybody. I'm Shadow. You can find me everywhere relevant at Shadow Sylvia. You can find me here many times on Sword and Key. Because on Tuesdays we do a good gate night, and it's a lot of fun. It's real cute. And then on Sundays, starting in September, starting in like a week. Question mark panic. You'll find me for Humblewood Season 2. Definitely still playing Clarence, who is still just your lovable little guy. And then when I'm not here, you can also find me over on Roleplaying 5, where you do one shots. We play indie TTRPGs. We got a lot of stuff going on in September and October, so yeah, you'll see me message about that. So just follow the socials; it's on there.
Derek. And Derek, do you want to do the?
I might as well. I'm
so
used to
good
it.
at it.
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm Derek Sword. I have not been your GM for this game, but I have been Thunderbolt. I use he, him pronouns as Thunderbolt also does. But yes, you can find. Actually, I'll toss out this specific thing. I rarely have something that's like just for myself, not for Sword and Key. But I will actually be on friend of the channel, Valdrian's channel, coming up early November for an Extra Life campaign. I will doing a one shot there. You can only apply to it through Discord, as far as I'm aware. I've not seen anything posted by Valdrianth on their socials. In case it does go out, it's VALDRIANTH. But you can join the Sword and Key Discord. I'm going to post it there as soon as I'm done here, and you can always head over to Valdrianth, join their Discord, and see it there as well. It's not like a casting sort of thing. It's kind of like first come, first serve. You can apply to one game, and it's kind of, Valdrianth along with the game runner decides from there. So do that like today. If you're already part of the channel, definitely be over there. Otherwise, to get into the Sword and Key stuff, you can join our Discord and see the post there through our beacons.ai/Sword and Key. You can also see it in chat. You can also see it on all of our social media. I'll just say Beacons has everything. Beacons has our social media. It's Instagram, Blue Sky, and Twitter. It's sword_and_key for all of those, just like it is here on Twitch. You can also see our YouTube, which is at Sword and Key, all one word. On our beacons, you can also see our ongoing philanthropic endeavors, including those for PCRF, Palestine Children's Relief Fund, which we're doing throughout the year. It's an ongoing campaign that several of our games have chosen to support. We also are always raising money for Canine Companions for Independence. So we'll have a couple of games that will be in support of that as well. Very likely, Fauna and Flora International will be the campaign that the upcoming Humblewood Season 2 campaign supports. So you'll see that very shortly as well. I'm going to reach out to them and see. They were great to work with last time and gave us some free merch to distribute. I'll see if I can get some other cool stuff. Let's talk about calendar real quick because we've got some cool stuff coming up in the month of September, which is like tomorrow. So, as Shadow mentioned, Gate Night, which is the only video game currently streaming here on Sword and Key, which is Baldur's Gate 3, will be our next episode will be on the 3rd. That's at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. We have the premiere of our new 5e campaign Zenith being run by one of my favorite GMs, Alex. Fortunately, Zenith was pushed back a week, but the premiere will now be Thursday and should play Thursday for about 12 sessions, and that will be at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time on Thursdays, unless otherwise noted. Friday the 6th is a special Sword and Key movie night. Again, those are held on our Discord. Again, you can join that through Beacons. We're doing a double feature on Friday the 6th because it's the first movie night before my birthday. So I'm going to be featuring two movies that were very formative to me, and that is The 13th Warrior, starring Antonio Banderas, and Tremors, starring Kevin Bacon. On the 7th, we will have the return of Horizon's Call, our 5e nautical campaign. Had a couple of weeks off just as folks are, had busy lives. But we are back in full swing of things and just about to jump into a hardcore battle for the fate of a long sunken, lost kingdom of dwarves. So that's going to be real big. The next episode of Monster Crush should be released on the 8th. So we do have one that came out recently about Marvel monsters. So you can check that out wherever podcasts are found. Monster Crush is a podcast I do with my friend LD. Who is also part of Gate Night, I should note, in addition to Shadow. But Monster Crush is a podcast where we talk about cryptids, creatures, miscellaneous monsters from myth, and how smoochable they are. So if you love monsters and really love monsters, check it out wherever podcasts are found. I have not decided what this next episode is going to be. I'm going to try to figure that out today. So you can listen to the latest one for Marvel monsters and some later ones, or our previous episodes for even more stuff. The 8th will also be the first of season 2 of Humblewood. This will be season 2 of Humblewood Yonder Bound. As much as I was enticed to do Too Humble to Wood or Humbletwood or Humblewood Horizon's Paw, we're going with Yonder Bound for this one, which I think is still very well encapsulating. The 9th, which is Monday, will be the premiere of another show that is Journey to Book's End, Cypher game being run by Mare about fairy tale characters trying to find their way home back to the books from whence they came. And even more cool stuff from there, I should say. 15th, the day before my birthday, we're going to do a wonderful one-shot with some very good friends of mine of Midwest Moms, the TTRPG. So just some friends that also enjoy doing a Midwest Mom accent. Otherwise, Journey to Book's End should play for about 12 sessions on Mondays. Gate Night should be every Tuesday. Zenith will be every Thursday. Horizon's Call will be every Saturday. And Sword and Key movie nights are every other week on Fridays. Humblewood will be every Sunday at 10 a.m. And even more stuff to come in October. We are trying to get October to be our next big charity month. So look out for applications for that. Those applications will go out hopefully within the first couple of weeks of September, and will be featured on our Discord first and social media second. So if you want to have first dibs at those, Discord's the place to be. It's busy around here. We're probably going to take a break as the holiday season kicks off, but until then, we will be running at full speed here. So if you want to be part of that, we'd love to have you. Please apply when you can. Like I said, you can apply to the Valdrianth game here in just a few moments if you're not already part of that channel. I'm going to post it here on the Sword and Key Discord. So that is it for as far as I can remember. As far as I have written down, that is it for me. That's it for Sword and Key.
Yep. We thank you so much, Starcrawl RPG, for the raid. Because we can't go to you, we are going to pass the love on down to Starlight Tales. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Please go check out the Paragons Kickstarter when it launches in September. Again, you can click that link and get notified as soon as it goes live. And yeah, keep an eye out for future ventures. We will see you not tomorrow, but I believe yes, Tuesday. You just said it, Derek, and my brain. So take care of yourselves, pet your pets, tell them I love them, and we will see you next time.